What's up, everybody? It's your boy T-Dubs back again, never stopping, never quitting. I want to let y'all know that this is the T-Dubs Show, and you can check out my show as well as others on the Exquisite Podcast Radio Network. All right, this is show 21. It's going to be called The African American Truth. Now, I usually do a lot of spiritual discussions and biblical discussions, but it's I've been led to do something a little more different this time, and I've been led to just address my people as far as a cultural background, racial background, because a lot of us are deceived into thinking, especially our youth, a lot of us are deceived into thinking that what's going on now is the pinnacle, is the best that we can do, and even what's going on now is not what we have been programmed to do as far as worshiping God and things like that, and being Christian and stuff like that. But I'm gonna break a lot of this stuff down to you, because we appear to be broken, we appear to be lost, we appear to be a destroyed people when in terms of media, when you look through the eyes of the media. But in actuality, it's very far from the truth, because you have a lot of blacks that are successful. You have a lot of African American people that are successful. You have a lot of African American people that started many things in this nation and other nations around the world. A lot of things that are going on today, we either invented it or started it, and things of that nature. Just for instance, they say we don't have a culture. I hear a lot of black African American individuals say we don't have culture. Our culture was stolen from us. Our culture, we don't have one. We're lost. That's actually not true, because when you look at rock and roll, when you look at pop, when you look at hip hop, I'm not saying rap. I'm not talking about rap. I'm not talking about people that rap about drugs and money and sex and all that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that actually tell a story, tell a life story. I'm talking about even when it concerns blues and things like that, rhythm and blues. We have actually created our own culture in America, and even with Negro spirituals, we had those in the beginning. So those were our roots in the beginning, with the Negro spirituals and everything. So we came over and we created our own culture in spite of not knowing what our previous culture is. We still have a culture. We created our own. We created a new one. We created finances. We created business when it comes to inventing things, and like as far as the automobile, for instance, the first automobile business was African American owned. So a lot of things we've started in America. A lot of the culture, like the basic, like the foundational culture for America, came from African Americans. So we have, that is our culture that we created. We were used to build this nation, actually. So a lot of the things we made more contributions than any other nation, excusing the Native Americans. But I'm talking about after all that took place and everything. But we've contributed more to the United States than any other nationality, because we were used, like I said, to build a nation. We invented majority of the things that we're using now. It's just a lot of other races took credit. A lot of other well, we know what happened, but I say that to say that we are better than you think we are. We are told that we can't come together. We're told that we can't prosper. I always hear this all the time. Black folks can't come together. Black folks can't do anything. When they come together, they always never get along. That's actually not true either, because you have black institutions, you have black colleges, universities, you have black schools, you have black organizations, you have fraternity sororities. I'm not even saying that this is a good thing, but you have even in the gang, when it's gang related, they're organized in gang activity, but it's not a good thing, like I said. But we are capable of coming together and uniting. It's just nowadays we need to have a more positive direction when we come together. We need to come together in a more positive light, in a more positive way. We need a better influence in our communities, and the only thing is concerning dealing with drugs in the community and everything. So as long as we have drugs in our community, as long as we have all these guns and violence in our community, we're not going to be able to go to the level that we should be on, I would say, as far as where we need to be. We might not be where we need to be, but we have made a lot of progress considering where we came from. And even before we got to America, we have come a long way and things like that. So even in terms of slavery and everything, we weren't as close to God as we are now after slavery. We were nowhere near as close to God as we were before. Now we are close to God. Now we're, because before slavery, a lot of people don't know that a lot of us were off into the idol god worship, voodoo, all kinds of Greek and other spiritual entities that weren't related to God. But now we're doing there's a lot of African American ministries, African American pastors, African American people doing God's work. So that did have some kind of relation to what God wanted us to be, what direction God wanted us to be in. So it not gonna say that it was the best thing in the world, but it did serve the purpose that God wanted it to serve. But I'm gonna cut it off right there. We're gonna come back to this, and we're gonna take a short break. So don't go anywhere, because I will be back.
Broken pieces, yeah. Broken pieces, yeah. I'm just a broken instrument in the hands of the greatest. So if the notes are off, it's 'cause I ain't nothing to play with. And you can fault me, but ain't we all off key? Majoring in the minors like ain't no errors behind us. Somehow we still makes these melodies with my felonies. I ain't buying nothing, they selling me. What you telling me? Broken pieces acting like we ain't crap. Then we all messed up and can't no one escape that. We some broken people, came from broken homes. Broken hearts inside of a broken soul. Alcoholics to addicts, English African Arabs. Ain't no riches to fix it, you still broke when you have it. If you ain't breaking bad and you still chasing a habit, it ain't no wonderland, so we still chasing a rabbit. Ain't a soul on the planet that's better than another, and we all need grace in the face of each other. What's up?
Pieces on the ground, I shattered all the dreams I thought I found. Can you put me back together? Need your grace for my flaws. God, I'm broken in this mess I made. I need you to restore me.
Look, from heaven we all smart. Can't nobody buy a ticket, you better have will call. That reaper he will call. They hurt just like me, work just like me. Lust of the flesh, the pride of life, they flirt with like me. Regardless of our money, we all broke together. And if we don't swallow our pride, we gon' choke together. Trying to hold on to our lives with these clumsy hands. Fell off the wall of purity doing that Humpty dance. Forget the king's horses, forget the king's men. The king is coming to put us back together again. Been fighting since my daddy left, fighting for approval. Think I don't know, trying to get this world to love me is futile. We Tyler Durden want better burden of being less than what we were made to be. Like being what they suggest. We are outsiders, outliers, outcriers, loud and meek. Inherit the earth and God opposes the proud. What's up?
Pieces on the ground, I shattered all the dreams I thought I found. Can you put me back together? Need your grace for my flaws. God, I'm broken in this mess I made. I need you to restore me. Your presence in me is all the strength that I need. left me, you never ran out, you never gave up. You never left me, you never ran out, you never gave up. You never left me, you never ran out, you never gave up.
All right, now welcome back to the T-Dub Show, and we left off. We were talking about the things that we've contributed to America, and also the things that we've done that goes against what the media is trying to tell us as far as a black race in general, as African Americans. Because I've seen all of this in the media, it's trying to show that we're broken people, that we lack culture, that we lack hard work ethic, that we lack professionalism, that we lack a lot of things. In actuality, many things that's going on in America we've started, such as even as far as how to raise your kids, even cooking food. The many races, just like before the Europeans and everything, before they settled in America, they weren't even cooking their own food. They weren't even cooking food. So it's a lot of things that we've contributed as far as disciplining children, as far as cooking food, as far as a lot of home care, all of the things that you see as far as hair care, a lot of the things. How we get around, the transportation, how we keep ourselves cool and warm at night. A lot of things we have started. So it's other people have taken credit for it. So we're led to believe that we don't have a culture, we don't have this and that. But in actuality, you can look around you and see our culture. Our culture is all around you because we've started a lot of these things, like even rock and roll. A lot of people don't know. I tell a lot of people this, but Little Richard, he actually started rock and roll, and he's African American. So a lot of these things have come from African American people. So it just seems like now that it's not coming from us, but it actually has come from us. Our culture has not really been. We started a lot of these things, like I said before. So we can't really sit here and say, "Oh, I don't have a culture. We're lost, or we don't know who we are." Yes, we do. You look around you. A lot of the things, just look around you. A lot of things that's going on, we started it, pretty much. Okay. Except for all the satanic stuff that's going on and all that stuff. We didn't start anything like that. We didn't start this demonic music that's going on with this. That's what happens when you add drugs and a good beat. The people now that rap, they get high and they go in the studio. Things like so. It's not actually talent. But back then, people actually had talent. They actually expressed their thoughts. They actually expressed their feelings. They actually expressed how they felt in their music. Our black culture is in our. Just look back in the old music. I wouldn't even say old music. Look at underground artists. Check out some underground artists. Don't look at the media. I don't even pay attention to the media. A lot of things. I pay attention to events that happen, like storms that happen, or basic stuff like that. But I don't pay attention to per se anything that happens in the media that downplays either Christianity or African Americans and our music and our culture and things like that. So our music has basically been downplayed. But actually, you can go underground and listen to. You can still see good artists on YouTube, on different. They have different websites that they sell their music on. So there's a lot of good things on there. You can check those out. And like I said, we've done a lot of things successfully in America. Just like with the WIC program, we've done that. The Black Panthers contributed that to America. It's a lot of different things. If you look at even during Black History Month, there are going to be a lot of things that you'll see, a lot of facts that you can see that you've not known before. The first blood bank, African American. The first all the hair care products, like I said, African American. Street lights, African American. Air conditioning, African American. Car motors and all of that, African American. Ford mass-produced cars, but African Americans were making cars long before Ford even came to the picture. So there's a lot of things that we don't know and we need to be reminded of about ourselves. That's why That's why I'm glad we have it Black History Month, so it can remind us of our contributions to America, so that we know that we have a culture. Our culture is America, not what it stands for and everything. Not, you know, there's a lot of things, lies and hidden secrets and stuff involved into that, but a lot of things that you see around you, like I said, like the music, like the sports, even the sports. Look at the contributions we made to sports. Look at the contributions we made to a lot of the gaming events, a lot of the even entertainment, even in the comedic realm. Look at what we've done as far as that, and even the way we cook our food, also. And like I say, Southern food, soul food, like I always say, is some of the best food you can try. It might not be the healthiest in the world, but go into a Chinese restaurant, see how healthy that food is. That's not healthy either. So you can pretty much learn from the things that's going on around you. Just look around you, and you'll see that we created a lot of things, and we've started a lot of things. We can come together. We're not lazy because we've built this nation. We can't just sit here and say we're lazy, we're broken, we're this and that. That's what they want you to believe. If anybody tells you that they're lying, you got a lot of us that are starting businesses now. A lot of us, even the president. Look at Obama. I'm not talking about Trump. Look at Obama and how he carried himself in the White House. How he treated his family. How he treated his wife. It shows you that all black men aren't ignorant. All black men aren't mistreating their women. It shows you right there. It's a perfect example that we're not all being mean to other women. We're not all disrespecting women. We're not all downing each other. We're not all hating each other, degrading each other. We're not all doing that. We're doing great things in America as far as a whole, but all of us might not be, as far as when you go into the certain areas and the certain neighborhoods, because you've thrown drugs into there and then you took the men out of the households. So now what do you get? I wish I could talk about this more. As a matter of fact, I think I might do a part 2 to this one, because it's a lot of things I want to talk about with it. I'm not done yet, and that's my time for this particular episode. This is part 1, but for part 2, I'm going to go into more details to why the God allowed slavery and things like that to come into play, because it's a lot of explanation I got to go into that. God gave me a lot of revelation on that one. But if you live for God and believe in what He say, then He's going to take you a mighty long way. Peace out. I love y'all.